There we go. That should be better. Yeah, hi. So they have a few technical difficulties, so hopefully we can get things working. Yeah, so hold on. Sorry, we're getting and why is this thing blue? Hold on. Let's adjust this camera just a little bit. Sometimes readjusting that.
There we go.
It's still a little blue. We're just going to have to live with it for now.
Yeah.
All right, so actually that's a little. There we go. First the Overwatch match bugged. Now we have the stream here bugged.
Great.
So, welcome to Marietta College Esports. I'm Matt Williamson.
And I'm Dylan Poles.
And we are going to have our League of Legends match against Missouri Baptist University. We already have the lobby set up. So I'm going to get some things set up here because we may be starting any minute now. So I got to check things like audio. Yeah, let me go ahead and check audio here. Yeah, I do apologize for like the intro wasn't working properly and just getting some weird bugs with some things that's been going on. But okay, so that should be good. Making sure audio clients. This is what happens when you restart the computer.
Right.
None of the settings get saved. All right, let me test one thing. I'm going to see if I can at least get the starting lineup thing to work. All right, there we go. So apparently the intro video was missing. That's what it was. All right, so starting lineup for the Marietta College League of Legends team. In the top lane, we have MC Crespin, Scott Crespin. Jungler, MC Knox, Lucas Danford. In the mid lane, we have MC Brimstone, Ian Darling, AD carry, MC Larson, Brandon Larson, support, MC Cowboy, David Stratton, and our sub is MC Moon, Kevin Zhang, and then we have our coach, Drake Newsom. Now, Larson is not able to make it to today's match for sports management stuff. We'll blame it on that.
Yeah.
I'll blame Rick. That's what we're going to do.
Of course.
Rick, it's your fault. But MC Moon is going to be subbing in, so he's going to be in the mid lane, and MC Brimstone will be the AD carry. This will be a best of 3, and it is part of the College League of Legends tournament. So this is the 3rd week. Last week we were not able to have a match. The opposing team just didn't show up, so it was unfortunate, but it is a win for Marietta. Here we honestly weren't so sure if we were going to have this match. There were some scheduling issues, and we tried our best to accommodate, but we couldn't find a good time. So we're thankful that Missouri Baptist was able to be here. So we're going to actually have some League of Legends today,
which is awesome.
Both sides are ready, so we're going to go and get things underway. I believe Marietta's on the blue side and Missouri Baptist is on the red side. So we're going to take a look and see what gets picked and banned. So Fizz is going to get banned. Very annoying champion.
The Mordekaiser from MBU banned him.
A true hunter never rests.
All right, so we see Rengar is being banned, and the Mordekaiser is very good in top lane. You don't really want to play against it. If you can't first pick it, you ban it. We see Jarvan being banned.
Fine.
All right, and then we do see the Senna being banned by Marietta. And Senna's a very strong AD champion. She's supposed to be support, but everyone decided she's much better at being an AD carry.
Yeah, that's what I play her as, and she's pretty powerful.
And they're locking in Set. So this is actually the first week that Set has been allowed in College League of Legends. And he's a very OP champion. He's gotten some nerfs, but he's still very powerful.
Yeah, he is strong.
It's just like they nerfed his shield, but it's still really good, and it still comes up really quickly. And we see that Missouri Baptist is following with an Olaf and Soraka. Olaf is a pretty good jungler. Is actually quite often banned in the jungle. And then Soraka, she's actually picked up popularity over the past couple of weeks. Can be a very annoying support with her heals and her silences. And we see that we're going to be following with the Elise, so it looks like Nox will be playing that. So now we'll see what Marietta decides to lock in next. And in case anyone's wondering why we are not using Pro Draft for this, all participants in College League of Legends has League Unlocked. So they have all the champions. So we don't need it.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going. Ooh, Alistar. This is one of Cowboys' favorite champions last year. And didn't really get a chance to play it much because it was banned quite often, actually. And we see the Kaiser being locked in by Missouri Baptist.
Do not deny me.
So we see Zed being banned. Interesting pick. We don't see Zed a lot nowadays, but I have a feeling that they just don't want to go up against him. Maybe they have a particular mid champion in mind, and maybe he's maybe Zed's one of those counter picks to it.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Marietta has to take out the Morgana. Morgana's another one of those pretty good support. You don't want to play against it. We see Ezreal getting banned. Interesting picks. I mean, I like the Morgana band.
Is that fear I smell?
And we see the Katarina as the last band. And it looks like they wouldn't be taking Aphelios because they already have their 80 pick. So why would they? I was about to say.
Okay, yeah.
That makes more sense. So we are seeing the Nautilus getting picked. So now we'll see what Mary decides to pick. So they still need to pick their 80 and mid. So they're going to go with the Orianna. Very, very safe mid pick. So now they're going to decide what they want for their ADC. Just double checking a few things here. Okay. And they're hovering over the Xayah, and they do lock in the Xayah as their ADC. So now we'll see what Missouri Baptist does picks for their mid. It looks like they're going to go with the Kassadin to counter the Orianna. Yes, they haven't locked it in yet, but I think they will lock that in. Oh no, they switched the Ahri at the last second. All right, interesting. No. Wait. Oh, that's a Soraka top. I have heard of the legend of Soraka top, but I never thought I would see it. Interesting. So they picked that into the set, which, okay, that does actually make sense now I think about it, because despite the fact that Set is really powerful, his big weakness is he can easily get poked by range. And Soraka is really big about the range. She's, first of all, just does range damage by herself.
Right.
But then her wave clear is pretty good, but everything is all ranged, so Soraka can poke down Set. So we'll see how Cressman handles that. But I think that's going to be the X factor in this game. But okay, so we have a few minutes to kill. So we're going to, first of all, I'm going to go over, check a couple things here while we're waiting. Might as well check a few. Make a note here on Discord. Have to type a couple messages here. All right. So while we are waiting for the delay, let's just go over a couple things that's going on with the esports program. So for the past couple weeks, we have been on a campaign to team up with an organization called Versus Cancer. And of course, timers are still appearing for some reason. So we're going to go ahead and hide that real quick. Yeah, that's one of the bugs that we've had. Okay, there we go. So we've been partnering with Versus Cancer and their organization that's been trying to raise funds for pediatric brain tumor research. So they actually team up with several schools all over the country, particularly their athletic programs. And so we've been campaigning to see if we can, essentially help with this cause. Half the proceeds will go towards the research itself, and half the proceeds will go towards a children's hospital of our choice. And we have chosen the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. And so far, we have raised over $300. So we are very thankful for those who helped with that. And if you'd like to help with supporting that cause, you can go to bit.ly/MC versus cancer. And you can, we have several players who have made profiles, and you can pick on one of the players and donate on their page, and it'll go straight towards the organization, or you can just make a donation without designating a player. But there's a little bit of competition among all the players to see who can raise the most. And so far, Larson is winning because of a $200 donation.
Oh, yeah, so that's just put him right.
Yeah, that puts him ahead. The other thing that's going on is next week is Marietta College's annual Day of Giving. That is on Valentine's Day. I believe this is the 4th annual Day of Giving, if I remember correctly. And this is just to see, reaching out to the community, alumni, to see if they would be willing to help donate to the college to help support a variety of programs, whether it's academic programs, athletic, extracurricular, but your donations are much appreciated. You can even designate where your gift goes. So, for example, just throwing this out there, if you wanted to designate your gift to the Marietta College Esports program, you could definitely do that. And every little bit helps. Like even $50 or $60 donation will cover a new headset for our esports room. So every little bit helps. But that is going to happen on February 14th. It's all day long. You'll probably see a whole bunch of Facebook and Twitter posts if you follow Marietta College on social media. Speaking of following Marietta College on social media, we also have Facebook and Twitter on all of our social media pages. So if you want to stay ahead of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, you can follow us on Twitter at Marietta Esports, and on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Marietta College Esports. But all right, the game is up, and I gotta double check because I'm not getting any audio yet. So I think let me double check some things with the sound here, but we will get this game underway. There we go. All right, so let's make sure this works.
To Summoner's Rift.
All right, we are underway. Game 1, Marietta College versus Missouri Baptist University. It looks like Missouri is going with an evade in the bot lane. Cowboy will spot it, but he's going to need to get out of there quickly because if he gets hooked, we see the flash coming in to stun. And that's going to be a free first blood. It's not the way you want to start. I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention to that.
I just wasn't expecting it, but...
he just... Yeah, I mean, he should have used his flash to get away. He didn't do that.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so we see everyone's kind of start on the right side of the jungle. So Marietta will start with their red buff, and Missouri Baptist will start with their blue buff. So what do you think are some of the key factors for the game?
Like, what do you mean by that? Like,
What do you think are going to be the key matchups here?
man, I'm still a little new to League in general, but I have been playing it, trying to learn a lot of it. But I think it's just gonna be. I think early game is gonna be very important in this. I could tell. It looks like me, especially with Marietta being one down at the beginning, definitely doesn't help. But if Marietta is able to play this smart and not overextend themselves, maybe if they're able to at least get a good pick or something, they will be able to take this. But only time will tell from here.
Yeah, the early first bloods is never a good thing. But we see Cowboy getting poked down pretty hard. And he's probably going to have to stay back a little bit or reset.
Right. It does look like MU is playing a little aggressive, trying to just poke and do some good damage. Maybe potentially trying to get another pick, but Marietta's just going to have to play this smart and play defensively until they have at least the potential to be able to take something here.
Yeah, it looks like both the mid and bot lanes are kind of having to play under their tower right now. So I mean, the plus side, it's going to be really difficult for them to get ganked on.
Right.
But that also means that they're going to have to try to clear their CS, and when waves crash into the towers, yeah, we see the Nautilus playing very aggressive. Although we see the Owlstar charge onto Kai'Sa and getting hurt to about half health. And actually, Cowboy's getting very low, and he's having to flash away. And the Ignite Tick actually will finish him off.
I'm seeing Oxen taken out, and 3 of Marietta taken down right there from the start. A lot of damage being done, but no one able to get completely finished here.
Yeah, Ari being 2 kills ahead is not a good thing. And even Brimstone's going to have to be a little careful. He's less than half health, although Kai'Sa's very low in health too, and just gets away by just
trying to do that damage, but not able to get anything done, it seems like.
yeah, just not enough there.
Moon taking a lot of damage, trying to see if she could do anything. Not seeing MC Cowboy getting kind of low there, but he is backing off on him.
Yeah, he's getting poked down all the time, and it's just when he gets poked down like that, it just makes him pretty useless. And that's a double kill for Olaf. So this game is starting to run away real quickly.
Marietta needs to play very defensively and take back the early game here. Seems like Moon is very low on health, and he is not able to escape and does go down.
Yeah, and with being able to clear pretty much the bot lane, Zuri Baptist is able to secure the first dragon. It's only a Cloud Drake, but it is still first dragon. And we're not even 6 minutes in the game, and they're already up by 3,500 gold, which is a substantial lead. And this is one of those where if Marietta's not careful, the game could be over in less than 20 minutes.
We're just gonna see how Marietta plays it at this point. Senna does seem to be channeling back to reset. Marietta, I think their big thing at this point is they're just being poked is just putting them at such low HP. And then MPU's playing very aggressive to just completely finish them and take them out.
Yeah, I mean, if you look in the bot lane right now, it seems like they're planning on diving because they know they can do it.
That was a good move to push him towards the tower. Tower will finish him.
Yeah, it is a 1-for-1 trade, so it does get Marietta on the board. So that was a great move by Cowboy, but he needed to get back onto the tower. But the gold lead is diminishing a little bit. It's now a 3,000 gold lead, which is still a substantial... And we see Cressman burning his ult onto Soraka.
You know, trying to do damage, getting very low on HP. He's going to have to back off. Does not want to get poked from back there. That will put him in dangerous territory.
Yeah, what makes it a little dangerous is the fact with all those minions, Brimstone has to clear the waves. Meanwhile, Kai'Sa can just focus on either the tower or just put a little bit damage on Brimstone and then just walk away so it doesn't take turret aggro.
Right.
Although, with that said, like, Brimstone is ahead on CS. So if he can keep his CS up, then he might not be that far behind. But everyone else is also behind on CS.
Marietta, Brimstone getting taken out here.
That just seems like the bot lane wasn't in sync because Brimstone was going on Nautilus and Cowboy was going on Kai'Sa. Like, they both should be focusing on the same target and they probably would have gotten one of them down.
Cowboys, make sure not to get too aggressive and get poked out here. Cressman knows he does have the support of Nox to try to take Mountain.
And Set does get the shutdown onto Olaf, which is going to be a huge help. Meanwhile, Ari's getting very scary at 5-0 and 1.
This Cowboy just clearing some vision.
Yeah, I mean, vision is a very important part of the game. So anytime we can either establish vision or clear it, definitely helps.
Let's see, MBU does have a 2-push, and they are doing substantial amount to the mid tower.
And that seems to be where their focus is. Although we do see Cressman getting onto Soraka, but I don't think he's aware that Olaf is coming from behind. But here comes Nox to help.
With extreme help, Nox trying to finish him, and does get the frag for kill.
Yeah, but now he's going to have to get away. He has already burned his flash, so he's going to have to try to repel. He gets the web and the blast cone, but Olaf will get the flash in. So it's going to ultimately be a...
Olaf just chasing him.
Yeah, I mean, the Olaf is 3-1 and 3, so he's going to be scary too. He's one of those that if he gets fed, he will run down your team.
Definitely. So Marietta is not substantially behind in gold. Maybe about a 4,000 difference.
That's pretty big at 10 minutes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That is.
Doesn't help. But if they are able to take picks here, I mean, they are lower level, but if they're able to at least double team and get some sort of pick, that could help them out. Brimstone gets very low. He's gonna have to back up.
Well, that's a really good stun there by Elise there. Although it does end up getting killed, but the shutdown gold does kick in, so that will help Marietta a little bit.
Definitely, that definitely does help out there.
So that actually closes the gold lead by about 3,400. That's just still a lot at 11.5 minutes in the game. But if we can get those picks and try not to just trade, they can come back. We do see Ocean Drake is up, and that may be... Well, it looks like Missouri Baptist is heading for the mid lane, the target on Orianna. And they're going straight onto her. And Orianna's having to ult and flash to get away. We see Set doing his pile driver ult. And Kai'Sa does go down, but so does Orianna. But it is now a 3-for-1, and the rest of Missouri Baptist has collapsed on Crespin. And the rest of Marietta did not follow suit.
Is going to be summoned on this mid tower, and he's going to be able to do a substantial amount of damage.
I don't know why you would move up like that, because there's 4 people there. I mean, that was just
There's no, yeah. And you're taking out 2 mid turrets. Marietta is at a substantial disadvantage now.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, you don't want to get the Olaf fed, you don't want to get the Orianna fed. They're both fed. This is not looking good. I mean, Missouri Baptist basically has complete control over the jungle.
And they're going to be taking Ocean Drake here. Does not look like anyone from Marietta is over there to contest that, so that just looks like a free Drake for them.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Thanks to Marietta is gonna have to be making some smart decisions here, as they are at a 7,000 gold disadvantage.
Yeah, the challenge is... well, Barry's doing exactly what they need to do. They can't 1v1. They have to use numbers to win, but the rest of Missouri Baptist is collapsing onto the gank attempt, and they're just getting too many kills. They're just too far ahead at this point.
Marietta taking a 1 for 3, which is not good in any sense for them.
Yeah, Missouri Baptist is on the ball with whenever there is any type of gank attempt or any type of engage, they all just move in and collapse. Doesn't matter what else they're doing. And Marietta is not doing that. We see pinks coming out. Missouri Panthers knows exactly where several of the players are, so they know exactly where they can rotate, where they can push. And at this point, there just isn't a whole lot Marietta can do to respond.
And they're substantially behind, almost 10k gold. Things are not looking up for them.
And we see a really good attempt there by Nox to get the shutdown onto Soraka. But Ari was...
Red team double kill.
But yeah, a great gank attempt there, but the problem is Ari is just way too fed at this point. So they can't even 2v1 her. Meanwhile, Olaf was able to get a kill onto Orianna.
Cowboy getting extremely low here, and it's going to be finished by Olaf. Olaf, low on health, but still...
Yeah, like... When you're down 10,000 gold, you cannot do an even fight. You can't do a 1v1, you can't do the 2v2. You have to do like a 4v2 if you're going to win that. And it just seems like Marietta is desperate to try to find picks, and They're getting some kills, but they're not getting favorable trades.
Right.
It's either like a 1 for 2 or a 2 for 3 when it needs to go in the other direction.
Rift Herald does look like Missouri is going to try to take the Rift Herald here. Marietta might be able to try to take a steal, which would definitely help them take out.
And they actually do steal
the Rift Herald.
But are they going to be able to get it? They do get the shutdown on Olaf. That is huge.
That is really big there.
But Cowboy was overextended.
Gets taken out.
Like everyone else was in the top area, and Cowboy was just kind of 1v4ing.
Brimstone taken out.
Not again.
Yeah, so they get the Rift Herald, but at what cost?
Right, it does look like he's gonna try to take this bot tower, which looks like without.
Blue team's turret has been
Alright, so we see we may be looking at an engagement in the jungle because Infernal Drake is up, but Cowboy is already very low, and so is Zaya. Although Ari has gone down, Power Driver goes down, Olaf is going to go straight onto Cowboy and pretty much 2-shots him. So 2 are already down for Marietta, and the rest are pretty low, but Marietta's going to try to see if they can get this Olaf down. Nox ends up going down.
Olaf just very low, but not able to get finished.
And that might finish the... Well, they're going to try to get the dragon and see if they can finish the game from there. But that was just... Everyone was all over the place. They were not focused on any one target, or if they tried...
Yeah, so they are going to take Inferno Drake.
Yeah, that's just what happens when they're not on the same page with who they should be focusing on. I mean, they got a shutdown, but then they kind of spread out after that.
It looks like Marietta is just getting destroyed by that. Olaf might have to, in game 2, it's just definitely going to have to ban him.
Yeah, I mean, when he's 11, 3, and 7, Olaf is one of those where he can snowball very easily, and that's what we're
seeing exactly here.
Yeah. And we see another pick there. And the thing about this, Marietta had the ward there, so they should have known.
They are putting the Rift Herald down mid. Who is going to be able to do a good amount of damage to that tower, but will it be enough?
No, the problem is the Rift Herald isn't going to be able to get power by itself, and Missouri Baptist is basically collapsing on the rest of Marietta while that's going on. So they're going to go straight for Baron.
Yeah, they're looking to close out this game here. It's going to be no contest to take Baron here.
So at this point, they're going to split with in the top lane and in the mid lane. Or actually, no, they're going to converge as one group. I figured they would want a split push, but they're going to just converge into the top lane and try to make their push there.
Marietta is going to have to look to make their final stop.
Yeah, they're going to have to find the right picks. But right now, 21.5 minutes in the game, and Missouri Baptist is up 15,000 gold. And that is very difficult to come back with.
That's a substantial amount of damage, but it's not taken out.
And Cowboy is just way out there.
And just
Like-
unable to do anything about it.
I mean, he should not be out there that close on top of the team, but the rest of Marietta far behind.
Olaf just doing so much damage to Marietta. And they're gonna take that top tower and the first inhibitor.
And that's probably going to be the game with that being an ace.
With that being an ace, they are gonna try to take the last tower here, and they probably are gonna get that. Marietta just being snowballed, they aren't able to do anything.
Yeah, it was like you were saying earlier. It pretty much came down to the early game, and they gave away too much. And as a result, Missouri Baptist does take the first game.
And around the 20-minute mark, too.
Yeah, about 22:57 to be exact. All right, so give us a minute here. We're going to get the lobby set up for game 2. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments Marietta can make, but I think if a lot of it was just giving away way too much in the early game. And I don't know if it's just lack of awareness, lack of focus, but it just seems like they were giving away kills that they should not have done.
Yeah. Definitely, without a doubt there.
All right, so right now we're just still waiting for things in the lobby to get set up. Okay, there's the invite to the lobby. So I probably should get overlays ready. So it looks like Marietta is going to be blue side again. So everyone is ready to go, so we should be getting the champ select any second now. All right, here we go. So game 2. So we'll see what adjustments Marietta can make.
What must be done?
So they did not like the Soraka, so that was a pretty good counter to set. And Missouri Baptist will ban the Mordekaiser,
Fine. I don't need more.
Senna being banned.
which is expected. It's still a very powerful champion. But I would expect something like maybe even like an Olaf ban, because he pretty much steamrolled the last game.
Yeah, Marietta just was not able to stop him. He just was doing so much damage.
Now we do see the yeah, there we go.
Olaf ban, yep.
Yep, what we expected.
I promise.
The last ban here from Missouri, I wonder what it's gonna be.
No, it could be a variety of things. But they basically kept the same bans from the first game, if I remember correctly.
I mean, it worked well for them, so.
And they're going straight with the set again. So since they banned the Soraka, they know they're not going to get countered there. But it looks like Missouri Baptist will be hovering the Gnar, which is another champion that can get a little bit poke onto set.
Which is definitely good for countering him.
But they haven't locked it in yet, so that does not necessarily mean they will take it, but that is what they're looking at.
They're hovering with 3 seconds left. They are going to switch to orange.
Okay, yeah, so they're going to do Orange again. And Marietta did not ban the Fizz this time, so that does give Missouri Baptist a chance to take it. So they must have felt that they could handle the Fizz if they go up against it. He's very annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played Fizz or played against it.
I played against him, yeah.
So you know how annoying he can
Yeah,
be.
he is very annoying.
Yes. There needs to be picking something soon. It looks like they're going to go with Pantheon. Oh. I think I know what that might be.
So as a pick, I actually have never seen someone play a Pantheon.
Well, Pantheon's got reworked. During the rework, he was extremely powerful. He's normally like top lane. I think I've seen jungle Pantheon. However, in one of our recent scrims, we tried a Pantheon support.
Okay.
That could be a support pick. And we see Rengar game. Okay.
I get it.
Alright, so we also went with the Talia, and Missouri Baptist goes with the Rengar. Now, if I remember right there, Rengar is pretty good. In fact, we may be dealing with a couple of one tricks. I'm going to pull up some things here just for my records while we're waiting for the bans. You see Ezreal still being banned. And Marietta bans the Nautilus. Probably a good choice. Nautilus did set up a lot of the plays in the last game.
Sharpening my feathers.
Okay. Just as what I was afraid of. The Missouri Baptist jungler is a one-trick Rengar.
Wow.
Yeah, season 9, 255 games on it. So he definitely knows Rengar inside and out. So this is gonna be interesting. Although Marietta banned the Thresh too, so actually that's a good call, because I mean Nautilus has the hooks, but Thresh also has hooks. So they're basically trying to take out any hook type champions. In fact, the only one that's left for support is Blitzcrank. So maybe they're forcing them to play the Blitzcrank if they want to have that same pick style. It looks like Maria's going to go with Sejuani, and then they still need to pick... Oh. Wait. I'm trying to figure this out. So... Between Pantheon, Talia, and Galio, one's going top, one's going mid, one's going ADC. And meanwhile, Missouri Baptist goes with the top Kench instead of a hook champion, but... Is that an AD Pantheon? I mean, Galio can be support, but it could also be mid. So now it's going to mid. Okay, and then... Oh. This is interesting. So Galio mid to counter the Fizz. Going Talia for the ADC in the bot lane. Has a pretty good range. And then they're going to try the Pantheon support. Here's the thing about like these kind of off picks that I've noticed. It either goes really well
or
really bad. I still remember last fall I went to watch a high school esports League of Legends championship, and in game 2 one of the schools went with I think it was Master Yi. And Master Yi is one of those where it either goes really well or it goes really poorly. And it went really well.
That's good for him.
So that they went for the cheese and it worked. So I'm wondering...
Whatever you gotta do to win, right?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if Marietta is going to try something here. I mean, to be fair, considering how things went with game 1, that a traditional strategy is not going to work.
Right.
So maybe they're going to try something that's a bit off the wall, and that might throw off the other team, and that might help them getting a win. But I think the biggest issue they're going to have is the Rengar. With as much experience that their jungler has with Rengar, they're going to have to be very careful to not face check brushes. They're going to have to make sure that they're on the ball in the vision game. Because I don't know if you've ever played Rengar or played against him, but he kind of gets like buffs if he's in a bush.
Okay.
And then he can like leap onto someone.
So he's almost like an assassin type.
Oh, yeah. You've seen Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah.
He's Predator.
Oh, man.
Yeah. In fact, they actually kind of made the character off of him.
Wow.
I don't know if you remember Kha'Zix, but he's basically the alien. So I think there's actually kind of like this mini game that goes on where if you have Rengar on one side, you have Kha'Zix on the other. that at some point they can do like some kind of duel to get like some kind of buff. They do that for certain champions here and there, but it's quite interesting. But yeah, Rengar is pretty much Predator.
Oh man, so
Yeah.
Marietta's gonna have to play Alien here, it seems like.
Well, they don't have Alien. They have Sejuani, who just recently got some buffs. So
Okay.
Sejuani's pretty good. While we were waiting, a programming note. So tomorrow, so if you want to get more League of Legends, tomorrow our League of Legends team will be playing against Muskingum at 1 o'clock. I had to make sure that was right. Yes, 1 o'clock. So we'll be broadcasting that. Earlier, our Rocket League team and Overwatch team went against Muskingum and did not go in our favor. But we'll see if things can end differently for our League of Legends team tomorrow.
So I think Marietta's definitely just gonna have to play smart and not get rushed at the beginning here too, definitely.
Yeah, if they do invade, which, I mean, they could definitely try to invade again, Marietta has to be aware of it. They have to make sure that they react accordingly. If they don't, then it's going to be another GG in 20-something minutes. All right, so we're just getting things loaded up here. So as soon as we have everything good to go, we will get that to you. All right. Then we will press that button. And then here we go. So this is game 2. If Missouri Baptist takes this, then they do win the series. But if Marietta can get the win, then we will go to a game 3.
Which everyone would like to see.
The Summoner's Rift.
We do see some pings, but doesn't look like there's going to be any invades this time.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, I think a lot of this, I think Rengar is going to be the big factor. But I also want to see this Talia Kai'Sa matchup. I haven't seen it before, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Minions have spawned.
You're boring.
You've earned a good death.
Yeah, it looks like necessarily going. So they did kind of get a mini invade there by getting the early ward on the red buff. So that's going to let Missouri Baptist know that at least Nox is starting with the red buff. We actually see a lot of training going on here in the mid lane. And Fizz has already had to burn his flash.
This early on, it's definitely good for Marietta for making him burn that, but
Yeah, so that's going to make him vulnerable later on, at least for the next 5 minutes. So we'll see if they're able to capitalize on that. See a little bit more training there, and nothing a whole lot. I mean, despite the fact that Galileo was able to get some poke onto Fizz, he is a little behind on CS, but the other lanes are actually doing pretty well, at least from a CS perspective. See Set trying to get some damage onto Ornn, and they're both under half health. Now we do see Rengar going for the Scuttle Crab in the bottom river. But fortunately, Marietta does have some wards down. So if he decides to... Yeah, he's pinging there. And he should see this. He's actually going to go for the first blood. He does get first blood. But will fall to Rengar.
In return.
But that's okay. If you're going to trade, at least get the winning end of the trade. And the first blood is important. Although that is a kill for Rengar too. So that's
Definitely don't want to beat him.
good and bad. We'll say it's good. It's first blood.
Yeah. We'll take that one.
Yeah. So now we see Rengar heading towards up his jungle. So he might be looking for a gank attempt onto Set. And he's going to do it. The ward comes out, so Cressman is aware of it, and he just backs away.
Smart play from Marietta for not overextending here.
Yeah.
But still holding their ground.
Cressman has overextended a few times in scrims, so hopefully he's learned his lesson. Yeah, it looks like Galio is definitely having the upper hand on Fizz, even though they're still even on CS, but he's able to at least push the lane pretty well. Meanwhile, yeah, actually all of the lanes are pretty even CS-wise. Excuse me. And we're seeing some damage getting onto Kai'Sa, but Tom Kench is one of those that can be a bit trolly because he can eat the champion, so it's like, I'm going to kill the AD carry, and Tom Kench is like, nope, gobble, gobble, gobble.
Just launches them out.
Actually, I should use nom to gobble. So nom, nom, nom. There we go. That's better. And we see the flash going in, and a good gank attempt, and actually Kai'Sa's got the ignite, so this should be a kill.
That would be a cool nickname.
It looks like Nox is just gonna... He
Shut
should just
him down.
finish her off. Like, I mean, are they gonna finish her off? He actually gets away. Like, there was no... Like, I'm sorry, but there's no reason to let... There's no reason to let Kai'Sa get away. Flashes are being burned. He gets him down. Here comes Rengar.
Watch out there. Nox very low. So
Yeah, but they get the...
But they do take out the Rain Guard, which is very beneficial in Marietta's favor.
Fortunately, they got him frozen. That was clutch for him to get away. But I'm still going back to the fact that Kai'Sa did not go down. Like, Brimstone and Cowboy should have followed the guarantee to kill, but for some reason they didn't do it. So right now we see Tom Kench heading actually into Marietta's jungle, and we see a bit of an exchange going here in the top lane as well. The Ornn ult's coming out, but he was stunned when it came out and has to flash away. But he kills Cressman anyway. So right now, 7 minutes into the game, and the gold is exactly even. So overall, Marietta's doing much better than they were in game one.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And we're seeing
Very close on both sides, though, here. As you know with Marietta, anything can happen.
Yeah, and right now we're going to see a gank attempt onto Moon. There was no vision there, and he's going to get jumped on. And he's going to pay for it. And now we're seeing pinks coming down. They may be trying to converge to Ocean Drake. And then we see Fizz and Tom Kench doing that. Or actually, they're going to be looking at a possible gank attempt here. Marietta's got the ward, but it might be too little too late. Yeah, so Missouri Baptist is definitely trying to play the numbers game. It's like doing 4-man ganks just like that. Like, even though Marietta had the vision, they didn't give enough advance notice to pull back. And now we see Reserve Baptist going for the Ocean Drake, and this will probably be you should be able to safely secure it. But meanwhile, Nox was able to secure the Rift Herald, so pretty good trade there.
Yeah.
Now, as long as they can properly utilize it, and they may actually drop it in the top lane. As we see Nox heading straight for it. Yeah, he does pop the Rift Herald there. So we do see that the Rift Herald does get its charge onto the tower. And meanwhile, as Kaiser gets jumped on, but Tom Kench does the nom 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 again, and here comes Kitty Rengar.
Grim's gonna take it out. Cowboy just trying to do something, but gets some low, but isn't able to finish it.
Oh, that was clutch there.
That was good.
Although, oh, we see the Galileo coming out. Superhero landing comes in, gets charged onto the Ornn. Pile driver onto the Ornn.
Went very low, trying to escape.
But he might get away, but Fizz is still nearby. And Galleon's gonna have to flash away.
Does look like he gets in safety of his tower.
Until the wall comes in and gets the shutdown. There's no Tom Kench this time. I almost said Nocturne there. And actually, he tries to bring Rengar in, so Tom Kench is going to get eaten, but they get the kill onto Tom Kench. Meanwhile, Cressman's trying to use the tower to get some damage, but he's going to fall as well. Actually, not Cressman, I'm sorry, that was Moon. So there were some good plays there. Like, like, there was just so much there to talk about.
I know.
Like, the Ornn ult, and then Nox doing the Sejuani ult to deny the Ornn ult. That was clutch. But they weren't able to finish off the Ornn. But they were able to miss the Fizz ult. And then the Talia ult to get into the Kai'Sa and getting her down. The Tom Kench ult to teleport in the Rengar. And it's just, oh my goodness, so much stuff. Unfortunately, it did not go in our favor. And now we got about 2.5 gold difference 11 minutes into the game.
Yeah. But Marietta is playing a lot better here.
Yes. But it still kind of goes back to a little bit of the issues that we had in game one. And the not getting favorable trades. Like the first blood was a good trade. But we're getting 1 for 2s or 0 for 1s. So like right here, Nox is collapsing on themselves, but they gotta run away because the Rengar is just right there. And he's gonna leap right in. The Ornn ult's gonna come in. It's gonna get both Nox and Cressman. Cressman will do the pile driver, but Fizz is there to collapse. So the rest of Marietta arrives, but they might just be a little too late. And Gallia is gonna pay for it. So now the question is what's going to happen next. Infernal Drake is up in 55 seconds. So we may see that as the next point of contention. Although we see a dive attempt on the top lane and Cressman is going to go down. And this will probably be first tower for Missouri Baptist as well.
Or not. They did do a good amount of damage though.
Yeah, there's just to clear the wave.
Minions, yep.
Yes, I think Ornn is going to get this, and we may see an actual gank attempt in the bot lane as well. So we see Nox coming in, the flash comes out for Kai'Sa, but she will go down. But first tower will go to Missouri Baptist, unfortunately. And we see the Tahm Kench all coming in, and teleport's coming out. And Galio's trying to get away, but Rengar just leaps right onto it, and he used that brush again. So that's the he can leap if he gets into a brush.
Right.
And we see Tahm Kench taking a couple turret hits. He's actually very low, but there's no way anyone can finish him off. And Rengar may be heading straight for the bot lane. He's pinging the bot lane. You see, he's invisible. As I was telling you, he's Predator. And the nice Sejuani ult, and they leap right onto him. They should be able to finish him off, except Tahm Kench goes, nope, and he noms.
He does jump back in, but he does flash out of there.
He flashes away, and the teleport from the Ornn comes in, and they get 2 kills for nothing. Oh, you don't want to see that.
Not at all. And they are converging on the Inferno Drake here.
He was so low, and then Tahm Kench was there to take him away and flash. So this will be an Infernal Drake for Missouri Baptist. So we see they're going to go for another gank attempt onto Galio, and he's having to just rush away. So we're at 15 minutes into the game, and Missouri Baptist is up by about 6,000 gold.
Blue team's
There's tower 2 in bot lane.
I mean, so a lot of it is just like they're getting the better engages, but they're just getting people so low, and they're just not able to finish it off and turn them into kills. So we see some pings coming out. It looks like Missouri Baptist may be heading for the Rift Herald. At least that's what they're pinging. We see Rengar go.
Wow.
Yeah, he just basically just one-shot. He popped his ult to go invisible and one-shotted Talia. That's what a 615 Rengar will do.
Yeah.
So the barrier is trying to collapse onto Fizz, and it will flash away. And the ult whiffs. That is unfortunate. Although great Zanya's a great stopwatch by Nox, and they do get the shutdown on Rengar, so that is going to help a little bit. But Fizz is able to get the kill onto Nox, and then Orr's going to go into Cressman. But we see superhero landing, but the Ornn ult's going to come in, and that is a 3-for-1. It goes back to those non-favorable trades.
I mean, it's good they got the shutdown on Rengar, but a 3-for-1 trade is not favorable at all.
No, it's not. I mean, there were some good moves there. Like, Nox overall played it pretty well. I mean, unfortunately, his ult missed, but using the stopwatch to react to Fizz's ult was very clutch. But, yeah. And now we're seeing...
I was trying to defend, but Fizz just takes him out.
Yeah, that was just not respecting positioning. So we see Rift Herald coming out, and this is another one of those games that, even though it was pretty even early on, Missouri Baptist is widening the lead very quickly. So we see Mary's trying to defend the bot lane, because that seems to be where everyone is converging. We may be seeing a team fight very soon. Tahm Kench will nom on Ornn to get him out and save him. And we see Fizz trying to go in. And we see Galio getting in. And we see the Pantheon coming on top of Ornn, but Talia goes down. And Pantheon was in the back lane. 3 are already down for Marietta, and this is going to give exactly what Missouri Baptist wants. The Sejuani comes out, but does nothing, really connects. And there's 4 down for Marietta, and all that's left is Nox is going to run away, so it is a 4-for-1. This will be at least an inhibitor.
Fizz only being taken out by the tower. They are all low, but none of them are being finished by Marietta.
He just can't secure the kills. The Ornn ult comes out, but it does not connect. And Nox is getting extremely low, and he's already burned his stopwatch and will go down. A couple others from Marietta have come up, and they're going to try to see if they can punish Missouri Baptist for overstaying the welcome, and does get another down. The wheel wall comes out and tries to get Kaiser and gets so low, but ends up getting away by popping the heel. Marietta is trying to chase down, but here comes the Rengar with the brush again.
And that Rengar is just very powerful.
Yeah, it's 9-2 and 7, and you can't underestimate the Fizz either. 11-3 and 7 as well. So they're both extremely powerful. In fact, if we were to look at the gold amounts, I mean, 3 people from Missouri Baptist have over 9,000 gold.
Wow.
Yes, that's right. It's over 9,000.
Literally.
Yeah, literally over 9,000. And everyone from Marietta, the highest is 6,800. So this is why you cannot 1v1 at this point in the game. Unfortunately, Marietta is not doing that.
They are going to have to take these 2-1 fights.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do 2v1s, probably maybe even 3v1s. Like, they're probably gonna have to 3v1 Rengar or Fizz if they want to get him down.
Yeah.
Especially Fizz, because he's so elusive. I think that's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it's the right word. You see Missouri Baptist going for the Cloud Drake. And Fizz tries to go for the ult and does not connect. And the superhero laning comes in and actually gets Fizz very low. We might see a shutdown, possibly, if he can get a charge in there. Just waiting for that cooldown to come off. And there's a charge, but counters it with the other ult. And Pantheon gets the shutdown. So he had to burn his ult to actually get the shutdown onto Fizz. And the shutdown gold goes to the support instead of Galio. So I mean, it's good they got the shutdown. Oh, and there comes another brush attempt. Yeah. So yeah, it was good to get the shutdown, but it would have been better to get that on the Galio than the Pantheon.
It looks like they will be trying to start a Baron here, and yes, they are.
Yeah, they have complete control of the Baron. Baron has no vision in that area, so I'm sure they can speculate that's where they're at.
Marietta looks like they are converging themselves around mid to try to stop the final push because they know what they have to do.
This is right here Marietta's vision. This is all they can see.
Wow. Yeah, their vision's just completely cleared out.
Yeah, they have to reestablish vision, and they don't know where the rest of them are. See, you see pings coming out. And that's just Pantheon overextending and not respecting where they could be. They should have known that they were working on Baron, probably got it, and that they were still in that area. So that was just a free kill from Missouri Baptist for no reason. Okay, so we're looking at practically a 13,000 gold lead.
Fizz taking out Cressman here. Looks like they are going to be trying to take that mid tower.
Yeah, they have a Baron powered cannon minion, so that's going to make it a bit easier. So they're going to aim for the second inhibitor. And super minions are starting to get into the Nexus towers. So Marietta is going to have to respond to it. But this may be Missouri Baptist's last push.
Right, as that is the second inhibitor for them.
Yeah, now they're going to try to go for a third inhibitor.
And all 4 of them are on that top lane, going for that last tower. They're waiting for the minions to push. Marietta going to try to make a stop here.
Yeah, this
looks like they are going to take the tower.
Yeah, this is their last stand. So the Cressman goes in with a pile driver, but the Orin all comes out. But Cressman goes down early on. But the rest of Marietta is not there. Moon's just finally getting in, and Talia was not there. So Marietta was forcing a fight when there's only 2 people there, and that is going to end up with everyone pretty much going down.
Crimson very low, trying to escape. It just does not look like he's able to do anything.
I know that you have to do something, but when all 5 of Missouri Baptist was there, and there's only 2 of you going in, you're not going to win.
Not make a deal. Until tower's taken out, that is game for Missouri Baptist.
Alright. So with that, unfortunately, Marietta will fall to Missouri Baptist. I don't know why that's a 1. That should be a 2. Let's try this again. What? I'm going to blame the bugs for when I had to restart the computer, so I'm going to have to play around with some of this stuff again. But let's see if I can at least get this correct. There we go. Yeah, so that will be it for today. A couple of things. So unfortunately, with this loss, that does mean that Marietta will not be able to advance to the playoffs in Collegiate League of Legends. There is still the Teemo Cup that will be happening after the regular season. So we'll just see how the rest of the season goes to figure out where we'll be placed in that bracket. As a reminder, tomorrow, the League of Legends team will be playing against Muskingum University. So that will be at 1 o'clock. So please be sure to come back and join us for that. And also, as I mentioned, a few things that I'll go ahead and pull them up. Once again, that we are teaming up with Versus Cancer to raise funds for pediatric brain tumor research. So if you want to donate, you can go to bit.ly/mcversuscancer. Half the proceeds will go towards the cancer research, and then the other half will go towards the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. So your support would be greatly appreciated. And then also next Friday is Marietta College's annual Day of Giving. So reaching out to alumni and friends to help make a donation to Marietta College. You can have that go towards scholarships, academic programs, athletics, extracurricular activities. You can even earmark it for the esports program if you would like. So that would be next Friday. Yes, that is Valentine's Day. We are aware of it. That is when the college was chartered. So that is the thanks of the college's birthday. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to give a shout out to all of our friends with Blindwave, because I know that Eric from Blindwave was streaming earlier. I think it was Eric that was streaming. And they automatically host our broadcasts whenever they're not streaming.
Okay.
So I know several of our viewers were watching the Blindwave stream and now watching us. So for those of you from Blindwave, hello. And thank you for sticking around to watch the end of our League of Legends match. So hopefully you'll join us tomorrow for our next League of Legends match against our OAC rival, Muskingum. So am I missing anything?
Well, I think that's about it for today.
Yep. All right. So from all of us here, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.